have to give you this follow-up because it was bothering me that I didn't get to it. This follow-up on the Stay in Mexico clip. This is, can you play clip 10A once more for me, Hassan? I say once more because I played this earlier in this week, and I played it 3 years ago, I guess. It's from M Live, Michigan mainstream media. It's a clip of a, you guys know about it. It's, that, I guess it was a morning meeting among parents with this, maybe like a school board type of guy running the show, or superintendent or something, in a Saline schools district, something like that, in Michigan. And they're all falling all over themselves, pushing, this is called a diversity and inclusion meeting. So dumb. Ridiculous. Female-minded liberals have infiltrated our schools. Very un-Christian, by the way. Not at all decent or manly or logical or anything. It's a false imitation of decency. Anyway, some high school whites made fun of, made racist jokes, which are the funniest jokes. I don't know the nature of these particular jokes. Maybe they weren't that funny. I don't know. But very offensive, stupid. In a Snapchat group. It's a social media platform with a POC, a person of so-called color, who was invited into the group, and then they mocked him or something. I don't know. And then the school got involved. The school district got involved. Talk about a kiss-up culture. So-called white kiss-up culture. So wrong. Okay, here's the clip. It's funny. It's cool. Clip 10A.
I remember when I went to his bedroom to say goodnight, and he was crying because of the abuse that he was enduring in this school system.
Then why did you stay in Mexico?
You need to leave! That is disgusting.
That's indicative of what these kids are experiencing. That's indicative of what our kids are experiencing. Comments like that. And he's sharing a story right now, and that's indicative of what our kids are experiencing. So this is the kind of
Black guy talking.
This is a platform for discussion.
No, that's right. That's right. Okay.
You're right. You got the floor.
I got
You got
respect
the
for
floor.
you. Wherever you are.
Nice.
But no, you got the floor. Hey, you interrupted and take the mic. You interrupted and take.
All right. We're going to have this meeting.
Let me answer the question. He asked me a question.
No, go ahead.
He asked me a question, why didn't I stay in Mexico? Because this is the greatest country in the world.
It's not your turn!
It's not your turn. You get the mic next. You get the mic
Here's
next.
the thing. We're going to have
Tell her to have a seat.
we're going to have this.
Those ladies don't belong there. Busybody ladies. Busybody culture, all up in arms over young people being young people and being normal. Trying to twist these young people into being perverted. You know what I mean? Shit, ridiculous. So shout out to Tom Bertel, who's the white man, the sensible man, asking a sensible question. Oh, man. It's ridiculous. What an insane culture. And they're overreacting to him. Anyway, the thing that I missed, I touched on it yesterday, was if you go in, I think I have, hopefully I have the screenshot, School Parents Meeting Stay in Mexico 2020 is the folder. One of these pictures shows a bunch of ladies standing up in opposition to what the man said to him. And he's like showing a little thumbs up. I put that little thumbs up picture into my thumbnail from one of those days. I forget which day. People stand to show their opposition. It's 8:27:17 a.m. That's the screenshot number, if you can find that one, within that folder. People stand to show their opposition to the views of Tom Bertel, who is a sensible man, the lone voice of reason, calling in the desert of, there's him with his thumbs up, but that's not the one that I'm thinking because they're not standing up. They're actually like a whole bunch of silly women, silly ladies. And I love ladies, and I love these ladies, hopefully, if I love anyone. It's not that one. It's not that pick. It's pick 7. It's the one before that, I guess. Standing in opposition to the views of Tom Bertel during a school diversity and inclusion community meeting, Monday, February 3rd, 2020, at Liberty School in Saline. There it is. Nice. Thank you, Hassan. The meeting was hosted by Saline area schools in response to the racist Snapchat incident that occurred this past week, meaning back in 2020, like in January, late January. So ridiculous. So phony and contrived. They're all concerned about words, jokes by whites. Or they're concerned, or like John from Kentucky called my show. I really like John from Kentucky, if I like anybody. And he told me an example of racism where a white kid told him when he was a black kid, because he's black, but when he was a kid, that that he can't hang out with him because he's black, or something like that. Ooh, the harm of not hanging out. There's no harm in not hanging out. There's no real harm in words, jokes, all that stuff. There's real harm in blacks punching and hitting and knocking out and all kinds of crazy things, robbing whites, which happens a lot. I almost said all the time, but it happens quite frequently. Where are the community meetings about that? Stupid. I said stupid kind of soft because I don't want to be setting a bad example to the kids and because I kind of think it's funny. So this is the little thing I wanted to make sure I covered. Okay? All right. That's it for that. Appreciate that, Hassan. Thank you, man.